Hi, my name is Will Hughes and I'm an author and illustrator, and I've written and illustrated a book called What Not to Give an Ogre for His Birthday, which tells the story of two children who are trying to find a present for an ogre who's very hard to buy for. Today, and in these videos, I'm going to show you how I would draw things and how you can come up with a story yourself. So keep watching if you want to see how I would draw something. Today I'm going to be drawing some birds. I'm going to be drawing all kinds of birds. Not every kind of bird, because I would be here for a very long time, but I'm going to be drawing some kinds of birds. I'm going to definitely be drawing some chickens, that's where we're going to start, and almost certainly some parrots. And then after that, who knows. But what I'm going to do is, instead of drawing straight away with a pen and then painting it, I'm going to be doing something which really focuses on how colourful and bright and exuberant different birds can be. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint the colour down first and then draw over the top of that. So I'm going to really make a thing of the colour and the texture of these animals. So to start off, I'm going to get my paints and I'm just going to pick a colour. So I'm going to do chicken. So I'm going to get this kind of reddy brown colour, and quite roughly I'm going to paint the shape of the chicken. So it doesn't have to be exact because I'm going to be drawing over it, so I can fix some mistakes there, but I'm going to get the kind of rough shape of the chicken. But what we're more thinking of is making something of those rich, bright colours. And the good thing with this is you can bring real attention to parts of the animal that you really want to focus on. So you know chickens have a great red thing on their head. So with this I can make that really big, really bright thing here, and can do the beak, the legs. It doesn't even need to be the colour that a chicken actually would be. You could do a blue chicken, you could do a green chicken, you could do any colour. I'm gonna stop just naming the colours, because any of us, I'm not gonna be like, don't do a grey chicken, that's abominable. That's fine. Do a grey chicken if you want. I might do one next. The other thing is, so we've got a rough colour, but we can think about the texture of this chicken's feathers, and we can use, say, a coloured pencil. So I've got this coloured pencil, and I'm going to just roughly do some sort of feathery patterns to give a bit more texture to this chicken. And that's legs as well. Next to it, I will do a grey chicken. Similar thing again. This one, I'm going to do it trying to run along. Obviously, chickens aren't the best runners in the universe, but they can have a go. Don't want to be preaching that chickens can't run, and to show that this chicken is running along, I'm going to do one leg coming out like this and one leg back like this. So he's trying to go forwards. Beak like that, and then what colour should we do the crest in his head? I'm going to do it kind of pink this time, so it's still quite reddish. Don't be afraid, you can have the colours as bright as you want. This is one of the good things, because if you paint it after you've drawn it, sometimes you've got to make sure the paints don't obscure the lines and things like that, but if you're painting it first, you can be as bright and bold as you want. This is quite a jazzy chicken. He's grey, which some people would say was boring, but he's going to have a bit of blue. Just a bit of sort of shading. And we'll do the ground is on. Some brown ground. All of this you can bring more attention to when you paint. So we've done our chickens, and what we'd have to do next is draw over them. But obviously we've got to wait for them to dry. So with the magic, I'll be with you in a second once they are dry. Our chickens are dry, so now it's time to draw over the top. So the great thing is, because we've got these shapes that we've drawn, we can be quite free. We're not going to go that wrong when we're drawing. So I'm going to start with the beak. This chicken, give him some eyes. Looks quite inquisitive. And then I'm going to do the head, and it doesn't matter if the paint and the drawings don't match up completely. And there, and you don't want to draw too much because you want to make a thing of the colour and the texture that you've done. The wing. The tail here, and then the chicken's feet. Don't have particularly nice feet, chickens, but we're going to draw them because otherwise you'd have a weird chicken with no legs, and nobody wants that. I can assure you, I will not be drawing a no-legged chicken today. The grey chicken, the jazzy chicken, we're going to do beak coming down like this. Make a real thing of his hair. Wow, I like this chicken. Wait, bit more of an exuberant tail than this one, and then do his feet. Shading, this foot stretching out. Then just draw the ground, and I'm going to draw a wiggly worm that this chicken possibly planning to eat. We've got two chickens. What bird to do next? So I'm going to do a parrot, I think. Instead of paint, I've got a little pot of ink here. I'm going to drop this really nice colourful green, and I'm going to turn this green into the shape of a parrot. Give it a grey beak, quite a curved beak. While this ink is still wet, I'm going to use these watercolour pencils, and it should give a nice effect. Can make him curly. I'm going to add a bit of blue on his tail. I'm going to make his tail really colourful. Nothing better than a colourful tail. And then I'm going to do his feet the same colour as his beak. It might be on a tree branch, so that's what I'm going to do. Do some leaves. And let's let him dry. Our parrot is now dry. We've got a nice dry parrot, and we're going to draw over what we've painted. Start with the beak. You can start what you want, but I'm going to start with the beak. Give him a little bit of hair under his, or some feathers under his beak here. Give him two eyes, maybe some eyebrows to see what his expression is. He's got a sort of raised eyebrow. He's thinking, what's going on here? He's quite a quizzical parrot. Then I'm going to draw his body, his wing, I'm going to draw his tail. I don't want to do too much because I don't want to draw all over what I've drawn with a pencil. I'm going to show he's got an exciting tail. Another wing here. Draw his claws on the log. I'm going to draw the branch here and the leaves. These on. I think we've got space for one more bird, I think, and it's definitely going to be a toucan, because that has one of the most colourful beaks that I could possibly imagine. I'm going to get some bright yellow paint and I'm going to draw a huge beak. Huge, big beak, because we want to make the most of that. And while the yellow is still wet, I'm going to put some of this red in so it sort of mixes all together. Bit of red on the bottom. Yeah, you see the one kind of flows into the other. Then I'm going to do a bit of black on the end. Black here, and I'm going to draw the black body. Top of the head, got a white bit here, and tail's going to come up like this. Not black enough, I should add a bit more black. And I think they have sort of grey feet, so I'm going to use to draw the feet. And I think he's going to be on a branch too. Now we've painted, we can bring out a few more colours with some other things if you want. A bit more red on the beak with this pencil. Really make the most of the fact how bright it's going to be. And now only one thing left to do, which is let them dry. The toucan's dry, the last of our birds is dry, and like the others I'm going to draw over the top. I'm going to start the beak. Huge beak. I wonder what it's like carrying a massive beak. Well, I don't know what it's like carrying a small beak around, to be honest, so I don't know why I'm questioning what a big one is like. And then I'm going to draw his body, I'm going to draw his eye. Coming down, wing, his tail, or hers, maybe a few dots, and then this branch. There you go. We have got a load of different birds, a load of colourful birds, really making the most out of the brightness of their plumage and of their feathers. You can go ahead and do this with any animal really, but any bird you can think of. I've done some chickens, parrot and a toucan, but you can do anything. If you want to draw some colourful birds, have a go at maybe using some of these techniques and see what you can create.